My fellow fighters and the people of the world, we have to give it to Obakeng in the city of Tshwane. The great, amazing work he's doing. Not just approaching the less fortunate and the vulnerable, weak people. Also going to the big bosses, the white bosses, the Afrikaners, not to pick a fight with them, not to fight with them, but to have conversations and demand accountability and clarity on things. Not on some barbaric behavior, trying to do things just for cameras and just to be seen as if you are able to harass people. No. Professionalism 101, pulling up there with proper documents of demands, proper statements, and all those things. I want you guys to watch this.
So here's one of the last mails we shared. This is the request to resolve the dispute.
And the response from Lebovile.
Because Lebovile sent you a response.
Which one is this?
I'll just show you.
Here's two additional letters that we've shared to say that we'd like to sit with the municipality.
But can I ask, let's speak in terms of money. Okay?
Yeah.
In the spirit of saving time.
Yes.
Remember you are disputing how much?
5 million.
5 million. So you are saying you don't owe that money. Or you're saying during that period you should have been charged less.
Yes.
How much should it? Around
5 million.
And I'm saying, how much were you supposed to be charged?
According to your understanding, you are disputing the 5 million, right? We hear you. It's within your right.
Okay.
Of course, you'll have to show us evidence and all that.
Sure.
But let's say we now want to settle the 5 million.
Yes.
How much are you willing to pay according to how your thing consumes electricity? I mean, this company you have been operating for quite some time. I'm sure you know the track. How?
Yes.
What is the estimation of what you normally pay every month? What is that? Okay.
I've got a calculation. I can't recall offhand. Can I have a look?
Yes, please.
Because we want to know if we, because I can see you have involved even lawyers. The city will have to involve also its legal teams, and you both the city, you are going to spend money. And we are supposed to agree with evidence that you say this is not the correct amount that you are supposed to pay.
Yeah.
And even the city argue and say, to show you that this is how we arrive to this. Then you agree. You can say you don't want to pay the 5 million and this is the reason, there's evidence. Then you can pay 3 million. I'm just making an example. But you can't just say you don't want to pay anything.
No,
But you have consumed our electricity.
No.
So
But remember, we haven't paid nothing. We have paid. What happened was with the estimation calculation, they said we needed to pay more than what we actually paid. So it's not like we paid nothing. We did pay.
yeah, it's
So the problem we have is we were obviously charged a certain amount of power, which based on our calculation was more than what we believe we consumed. And that's why we have the difference.
Can
in
you
the
give us the estimation?
Yes.
Yeah, I've got
Are you
the calculation.
please fetch that a little bit.
And then we can have a way forward, because I don't agree with you guys taking each other to court and all that. It's something that you can sit down. Your company contributes in job creation, in the economy of this area, but we also contribute on. We want to give you a proper infrastructure. We want you to make business in the city. We're not here to chase business, but we must be fair to each other on how to approach things.
Yes.
So if you can give us the estimation, then we can have a way forward.
Okay.
This gentleman was knocking off early. You must check him. You think you are the boss? Because we found him walking with a jacket. He was the king. Where were you going?
All over.
You can even see the professionalism from Obakeng and the guy wearing the blue and the finance guy. They made this white man, I'm sure he's the manager or he's the boss or something. They were able to even make him so comfortable to the point whereby nobody has to shout anyone. Nobody has to fight with anyone. Nobody has to disagree going back and forth. Even to the point where he tries to give advice to this white man that there is no need for you to include your lawyers in this thing. if you have proof that the money the city is charging you is way too much than what you guys have spent, and the one you've already paid for, the city is claiming is not enough, show us the proof. And then we as the city, we can go with the proof and go reflect, and maybe we can reach a settlement as to maybe we overcalculated, or maybe you paid a little bit less and you thought you paid enough. You don't even have to get to the lawyers, because you will end up spending more with the lawyers on this case. Toleguti, you would have spent less when you just decided to pay the city and you went to a negotiation to pay for your electricity bill. But one thing I fail to understand is that how come in Tshwane they're always going to companies and they're demanding that these companies, they're owing electricity to the city. So these white people's companies have been using electricity for free, to the point where the city even estimates that these people are owing, or not even estimate, the city according to their books in Tshwane, they see these people owing figures up to 5 million. You can't owe 5 million within a span of a year of electricity. That means they've been not paying. And the government of Tshwane, of Action SA and EFF and ANC, is only a year old. That means these people have been working under the previous government of the DA, and they haven't been paying, and the DA have been letting them get away with it. Is that what this is trying to communicate to us? Because there is no any other way around it. This is about it. Because why else would these guys, wherever they go, they speak about you owe the city 7 million, you owe the city utilities of water 8 million, you owe electricity 5 million, you owe this amount of money. So they've been getting away with it during the DA government. That's crazy. But yeah, man, Obakeng has grown so much in the politics of South Africa to the point whereby he's now the household brand. He's a household name out there in Tshwane. He's a brand on his own, even outside of the EFF. And shout out to him for not having too much ego to even go and contest to be a mayor. He doesn't mind being led by the Action SA mayor. One thing I've realized about Obakeng, he doesn't mind being led. But as long as he's given an opportunity to do his job, I think he's happy that he's doing his job. He just wants to do the work. He doesn't want to sit down and not do anything. And I think that's why he has a respectful relationship with the mayor of Tshwane, even despite all the back and forth between Action SA and EFF as political parties. In Tshwane, he's able to put his ego aside to make sure he works, because I think he just wants to work. I don't think it's about positions for him. That's why he's wearing armor overall. He doesn't even need to get inside there in the offices and act so professional. He's like, it's fine. So shalalanga pandle in the parking lot. Go fetch the papers. You have to be careful to be doing that. But yeah, man. Thank you very much, guys. Danko.